What's happening? This is the Tap In Podcast. We are live inside of the Tap In studio. It's your boy Jerome Rogan in the building, a.k.a. Donte. We got a special guest in the building today, all the way from H-Town, baby.
Yeah,
Mr. Asshole and Gold. What's happening, man?
Man, what's happening with you, my dog?
I'm chilling, man. Hey. Thank you for tapping in with us, man.
I'm glad to be here, man.
Yes, sir.
You know it, man. I love to be in front of a camera whenever I can be.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Man, so you got the new single From the Bottom out, right? How did that come about, man? Because there's a couple people on there, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, shout out my dogs, T Flute and Chucky Trill, RP Chucky Trill. He actually passed away recently. But my project I have.
Make sure we got to get this.
My project that I have that it came off of is called the H-Team.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that single is, like I say, myself, T Flute, and Chucky Trill, but it's a total of 10 different artists on the project, man. So like we really put a lot of Houston on that, man.
Really?
Yeah, everybody's from Houston.
Okay.
You know, so
what made you start the H-Team?
It's not like an actual group, and then it's like the project is just called the H-Team.
Oh, okay.
You know, so in my mind, I hear a lot in music about the culture of Texas music not being connected and not being a together like culture, you know. So what I wanted to do is shed some light on the situations where we are together, you know. So I know these 10 different people that are artists that have their own respective lights in my city. So why not bring all those lights together, you know, onto one project and show everybody that it is a collective culture of Texas music, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, that's what's up, man. Anybody who was all on there? Can you name all 10? I don't want you to forget nobody.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Let me put my hands up. All right. We got T Flu, Chucky Trio, I pick my dog once again, love and missing. Who else we got on there? I'm already stuck. Look.
Okay.
Max Slim, Deuce
Okay.
Lee, Jay the Great, Need No Name. Who else we got on there? Trilly Pope, Jeff Shelley.
Two more.
I'm two down.
Yeah.
Who I ain't say. We'll circle back to it.
Okay. It come to it during the interview. Yeah, it'll come to it.
It's 10 artists on there, man.
That's what's up, man.
All got their own respective lights, all moving, all shaking.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So let's start with you, man. What made you even start picking up music, man? What got you into it where you was like, you know what, I'm going to start going into the booth?
So it started in poetry with me. You know, I as an adolescent, I had trap frustrations, shall I say, you know, and I ain't have no way to, you know, express myself or to, you know, change my mood. I was always feeling out of place or, upset or whatever. And at one point, somebody just suggested to me, man, like, start writing your feelings down, you know, start keep you a journal or some type of log of your emotion. So that didn't really pique my interest. You know, I was like, no, I don't want no journal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So some kind of way I started poetry though. And I was like, well, that made a little more sense to me because it was like a art or, you know, it was an actual something I was doing. Like it wasn't just me writing my thoughts down. It was me expressing myself and having somebody else to be able to understand those feelings that I had. So when I first started doing poetry, it was for small groups, couple people here, their family, near and dear people. You know, but the acclaim that I got from it, from just those people, I'm having people sobbing, like I'm having people laughing, I'm having people upset, I'm changing moods with my words. And I'm like, dang, that's powerful. You know, so I was like, how can I do this on a bigger scale? You know, so I read it at church one time, and I was part of a program in my youth because I used to get into trouble every now and then, you know, so it was like, well, let's get him into something where he actively doing something where he can't get in trouble. So it was church, you know, the church bus used to come and get us, you know, we do little activities. And one weekend they had me read for the Sunday service my poem, you know, and it came across to everybody just like blew them away. Like, dang, I can't believe this young dude that can even articulate something like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So once I heard the first, like, oh, like, you know, it's from the audience while I'm reading, I can't even get through the poem. They like, one more, because I had like 5 of them. And I was like, well, I'm going to read one. And I read the one. They was like, well, let him do another one. So by the time I finished that one, they was like, let him do one more. I was like, okay, this it. You know, but I was like, poetry, even though that felt good, I was like, that wasn't all the way it still for me, you know. So I found something I can relate to a little more in hip-hop, because I could still do my poetry, I could still express myself, I still got the acclaim, but now it's not just from righteous people or people who sought to be righteous. It's from people who could be evil or normal people or whatever they is. Everybody can hear what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
And my overall mission with Fame Gang Records is to change the world and in the minds of men. So if we got all this evil and negativity in our minds and in our everyday schedules right now, if I can use my poetry and my music to make righteous things mundane, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that gotta be the norm, you know what I'm saying? Which it was at one point, but nowadays,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being righteous is lame, really.
Yeah.
You know, it's trying to do things in proper sequence and stuff is almost frowned upon. People want the quick way, the microwave, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just not for that, man.
Yeah. Do you remember the poem you did?
I remember one part of it. I remember one point I was like, it was a poem about God. It was a poem about him watching 10 people from heaven and pretty much giving them kind of like scripture to their lives and their situations, pretty much. And it was pretty much saying like, oh, he have his eye on these and soon they'll be in heaven. He have his eye on this person. He trying to get this person right, you know, along them lines. It wasn't that detailed when I was younger, but as I grew older, I got, you know, more and more in depth of my words. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Do you still write poetry? I mean, outside of like music?
So being that I see my music as poetry, I do, but just to sit down and be like, I wrote a poem, nah, I haven't wrote a poem in many, many, many years, man.
Okay.
Many years, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's dope. And you said you had trap frustrations. What do you mean by that?
Like, so I grew up idle, like to myself, the loner kid, but this wasn't choices that I made. That's just the way it ended up shaping out for me, you know.
Okay.
So I'm the youngest of 4 kids in my household. I didn't grow up with my dad. It was just my mom. My mom worked really, really hard. She worked 16-hour shifts throughout my childhood. So my mama didn't have time to raise me, you know. But like I say, I'm the youngest of 2 sisters and an older brother, so they raised me. You know, they didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to be kids.
Yeah.
You know, so of course that came with frustrations in them. So now they taking their frustrations out on me because they got to be these parents, you know. And it wasn't necessarily all of them all the time. It was one of my siblings in particular that did the most taking care of me and most tending to me, and also the most hazing. Like, you know, so
Was that the one that was right above you? Or
she in the middle of them two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's your sister, one of your sisters.
One of my sisters, yeah. My brother's the oldest, then I got 2 older sisters, and then I'm the youngest boy.
What kind of hazing she used to do to you?
Man, she just give me the blues, bro. Just she just whoop me a lot, you know, just for little things, just like ready to kick my ass over anything, you know, just depriving me of certain things, or just being real cruel. Like, you know, we've grown to a better place now that I've become an adult and we've mended our past, and she done apologized, and I done did some shit to her now, you know what I'm saying, and I done apologized, you know, so we done got past it. But Yeah, that's what it stemmed from. She ain't wanna be nobody mama yet.
Yeah. Goodness gracious,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That's crazy. Okay. And so you born in Houston?
Yeah.
Born in Houston, three siblings,
Right on.
and the frustration of them parenting you started with the poetry, and then the poetry led to music.
Right.
Got you. Okay.
Not just my siblings was my frustrations though. I had, others. Of course I longed for that connection with my mom, being that she was always gone so much. And when I did have time to spend with her, her eyes was falling, like,
she was sleepy.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah.
Dad, I've never had a relationship with my father, but I've always lived 3 minutes from him my whole life. So that's weird to me, just growing up next to somebody. And like the first time me and my dad had like a real conversation with each other was in passing, and he didn't know who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally walked past me and was like, "Hey, how you doing, son?" And I was like, "Bitch ass nigga, I'm your son for real." Like,
what happened?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
take me back. What happened?
I'm 15 at my first job, Kroger's.
Okay.
I don't know if that's everybody's first job, but it was mine.
Okay.
So how things were set up. Imagine this line I just made is a street. My house I grew up in is right here. My first job at Kroger's is right here. My middle school I went to is right here. My daddy's a pastor of a church. His church is across the street from my middle school. After my middle school is my high school and my 9th grade center. Like, all this is right here
on one block.
My whole life. Like, you know what I'm saying? But me and him never had a relationship. He didn't even know what I look like. He been paying child support like since since I was a baby. And we hadn't seen each other or nothing like that, like pretty much since I was like 3 years old, 3 years old. So of course he ain't know what I look like in passing. He's just like, "Hey, how you doing, son?" I'm just like, damn, that just burned me all the way to the core, man. Like,
where was you going and where was he going? Do you know?
He was going into the Kroger's, and I was a lot attended that day, so I was putting the carts up, and I'm just like, dang, this dude, because like I see him, he used to slide the child support checks under the door or leave them under the doormat. So like I say, from time to time I would get in trouble at school, so I guess I got in trouble a lot because I got to see him drop the child support checks off while I was suspended a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and that used to excite me, like, but I didn't know what kind of excitement it was. I didn't know if I was mad, hurt, happy. I just know I'm just seeing this man who's supposed to be my father walk down this long ass driveway I got just to sit a piece of paper on the floor and walk back to his car and skirt off, like, you know what I'm saying? It's been so many times I've been right on the other side of the door, as close as how we is, and I'm like, dang, do I have to open the door and just be like, "Rah, nigga," like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never had that confidence too. I don't think, because we had never made an initial bond or connection or nothing like that. So I ain't want our first one to be like, "Hey, that's the check, huh?"
Yeah.
All right, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when that happened at Kroger's, of course I reached out to my mama from the work. I'm like, "Mama, man, I just did it." So she, all right. She hang up. She of course called him, go the fuck off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he called back the next day, like, "Well, I'm gonna come get him. And we're gonna talk. I'm gonna explain what's going on." So my excitement is back, but I'm still confused on what kind of excitement it is. I quickly found out what kind it was. So he picked me up. We went to Luby's down the street from where I was staying, and he explained to me, like, first of all, when I called him, when he picked up the phone, I said, "Daddy," because you my daddy, nigga. I don't know what else to call you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be like, "Hello, father."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
said, "Daddy." And so that's one of the first things he brought up when he picked me up. It's like, "Yeah, he called me, and you called me, Dad, Daddy. We don't have that type of relationship. We're never going to have that type of relationship. I just won't be in your life. It's just that so I'm just like,
whole ass nigga.
yeah, but I'm like, I'm taking it in stride though, cause I'm like, I'm feeling, you know, at that age, I'm 15, 16, so I'm in my book stage, so I'm just like, yeah, all right, whatever, you know, but it's really tearing me up, really, you know.
Yeah.
You know, he just telling me all my flaws and shit, just like, yeah, you wearing that earring. See, my son wouldn't wear no earring, and you got your pants like this, and da-da-da-da-da. So I'm just, eventually I kind of just started waiting to go home. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I heard what he had to say. Closed book. Our chapter closed. Like, I ain't had no daddy since that day, you know, so I've just been in my own mind, you know. But I never let that deter me from my relationship with God, because like I say, he a pastor, and you know, initially I would never tell anybody about my situation. I would never speak on, especially publicly, because I didn't want to deter nobody from righteousness. I didn't want nobody to be like, oh, that's a godly man and he did this, that, and the other, I'm not going to his church no more. Or that's a godly man, he did this, that, and the other, we shouldn't believe in pastors or preachers, you know what I'm saying? So, but just growing and developing new mental processes, like, people are people, humans are humans. People should be held accountable for the things that they do, but that's not why I'm doing it, to have him be held accountable. Now I'm just speaking my truth, you know.
Right.
Like, I don't bring that up unless I'm asked, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But, you know, yeah,
Do you think that that disconnection with you and Pops, do you think that have an effect on your music in some way?
Most definitely, but not in a negative light at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it fueled me. Yeah, because if I'm not having somebody else to tell me who I am or who I have to be, and most often you hear that loudest from, like, your parents, who you are and who you need to be, then I have more space in my heart and mind to decide who I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So, especially being that my view of him is tainted, like, I'm glad he didn't tell me who to be, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm proud of who I turned out to be.
That's what's up.
I still got flaws, you know?
Yeah, we all do. Yeah, we all do. Would it be crazy? Because I always see this, like, either I hear it in the news or I see it on, like, TV shows or movies, where once you blow up, then he start circling back around.
I don't think he'll do that. My daddy a millionaire. Like,
oh, straight up?
He not a regular preacher. Like, he got a TV show on the WB in Houston, you know what I'm saying? So, like, does very well for himself.
Hold on, it's not that pastor that got the two churches, one on the north side and one on the south side of Houston.
What's his name?
Oh man, I used to go to that church too when I lived in Houston. And he had a helicopter.
Oh, nah, he ain't got no helicopter.
Oh, okay.
He ain't doing that good.
He had a helicopter that he would fly from the north side all the way to the south side to get to do both services. And he was a dark-skinned kind of big dude. Dang, I forget his name.
T.D. Jakes.
No. Not T.D. Jakes is Dallas. It's another dude that's in Houston.
My dad's name is Daryl Broussard.
Nah, that's not that. That's not his name.
Yeah, we got the exact same name, different spelling.
God.
Yeah.
Damn. I would have been like, that's fucked up if that was the same pastor that I used to go to his church.
Man.
Damn.
It's crazy because my first real...
Make sure you're talking in the mic.
My first real girlfriend that I was really serious about, I met her, like, outside of where I live, my school, all of that, like, way off. I don't even remember how we met, just somewhere way off somewhere. But come to find out, within the next, like, month or two, she was moving, and she moved, like, right to where I lived at. And she was a member of his church. You know what I'm saying? So, like, her grandma and all them was all good with him and such, like, so it was like, it's real weird. That's the first time it really just started being forced to be back on my mind type shit, you know. But yeah, man, learning and growing. It ain't affect me right then. I don't think. I think it more so. It did affect me right then, but in a way of it just went ahead and changed me to what I was gonna be from it right then. It wasn't no like me slowly falling down this slope or nothing like that. I never let our relationship not being where I wanted to be change me, you know. But I know it did initially.
Yeah. How your mom feel about it?
I don't know. To be honest, man, me and my mom, we have these deep conversations about a lot of things now that I've grown to be older. But that's one of the conversations we don't even bring that nigga up.
Really?
My mama's so proud of me. You know,
Yeah.
I'm my daddy, really. You know, and I always have been.
Yeah.
and she always have been. You know.
Yeah.
So shit.
Do your siblings they have the same? All y'all have the same father?
All my siblings have the same dad. I'm the only one that have the different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn, okay. Now, I seen that you performed on Erykah Badu's birthday bash, man.
Yeah, man, that was amazing.
Hey, how was that, man?
Amazing, bro. She really opened up a couple more doors for me, you know. It's always honoring to have somebody bring that up, even, you know, just to be like, man, you perform with Erykah Badu, and realize the nature of what they just said, just like with Erykah Badu, the mother, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the queen.
Yeah, man. So Erykah's amazing energy. She, of course, is an amazing artist, a legend, staple to music, to Texas, to just period.
To the world,
you know?
yeah. Did she call
Major
you
credit.
personally, or her people?
Personally.
Really?
And that's one of the things that tore me down. I was like, man, so look, let me tell you this. I done told this story a million times, but let me tell you.
Okay, okay.
So I moved from Houston to Dallas off of a single called Chili and Dabu. Within the
that
first,
shit go hard too.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you a little story behind that too. You
okay.
know? But within 2 weeks of me releasing Chili and Dabu, I was all ready to be uprooted. Like, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I had never lived nowhere outside of Houston. You know, I had never traveled on a plane or none of that type of shit until this Chili and Dabu record broke.
Wow.
So I dropped it. Within 2 weeks, I had new management. I had all these offers. I had all these new connections, and people wanted me to come to LA and New York and Atlanta and all this stuff. And of course, I've been doing music all this time, but I've never had these type of opportunities, not even close to what was happening for me then. So I got up and I moved to Dallas. I was in Dallas a while, actually, before I made that connection with her. But I think it was around the Britney record. I think I got a record called Britney, and I think that's the song that initially caught her ear. You know, so she hit me on Instagram first. She DM'd me, then she DM'd me, then she DM'd me. Like, but when I first checked it, I had like 5 or 6 messages from Erykah Badu. So I'm like, but before I even get to the messages part, I wake up, I'm scrolling down my thing, I'm looking at my overnight traffic, scroll, Tom, Dick, Harry, Erykah Badu, Tom, Erykah Badu. So I'm like, nah, I just kept scrolling. I just kept on scrolling. I was like, that's one of them little pages, you know, where people just
fake
got
pages.
Somebody's name.
Yeah.
You know? So I circled back after about, it ain't even take 20, 30 seconds. So I was like, well, let me just check, because, you know, whatever. You know, it ain't gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
Man, when I seen that goddamn blue check mark, as soon as I went to her page, I was like, damn, this fucking Erykah Badu. Why the fuck did Erykah Badu just follow me? Like, that was like, I'm like, what the fuck? My mind is blown. So I'm in my drawers dancing around the house. I'm yelling, da-da-da. So eventually I'm calming down. And I'm going back to see if anything else happened besides her following me. And I check my inbox, and I see I got like 10 messages. So it's like 3 or 4 messages from, you know, random people. But like 5 or 6 is from Erykah Badu. So I'm like, I don't even want to open it. I'm trying to like, I'm just admiring how it looked to have a message from Erykah Badu in my inbox. So now I get to say that all the time. She just messaged me like yesterday. But I'm gonna send her some of my merch. I just dropped some merch, but we actually pretty cool now.
That's what's
up.
But
yeah, man, she was just like, you amazing artist. Like, you so dope, man. She had sent me a voice message what she was singing my name, she was just like giving me some praise.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, from Erykah though, like it's tearing me up, man. So I'm like, yeah, man. So I end up responding to her, just thanking her just for even giving the acknowledgement of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You could have inboxed me and said, hey, I'm Erykah Badu. Let me tell you a little about me. Like, and I would have been cool with that.
Yeah.
But you talk about me, like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. She was, we made a couple of little back and forths on that day. And then maybe I say like 5 days or so went by, and she reached out to my team and set up her show. She was having a birthday party. She was like, yeah, I want them to come perform. She paid me and everything. Like, I was like, I wanted to do it for free.
Yeah.
No, she was just like, oh, nah, we ain't doing nothing for free. You gonna get paid. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, you don't understand. You Erykah Badu, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy to just be here. Like, I got to perform with Tierra Whack, Francis and the Lights, Trap Boy Freddy, Thundercat. And I hadn't knew about him until that day, but he a dope artist too. What's the name of the school out here in Dallas? The Performing Arts School of Dallas. She had them do like 2 or 3 different things during the process.
Okay.
So yeah, man. Was it Booker T?
Booker
Okay,
T?
yeah.
Okay.
Man, it was just all in all amazing, bro. I had my own dressing room and my own rider and shit. I mean, I'm usually having that type of stuff when I do certain shows, but just to come from Erykah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, it was just amazing, bro.
God
amazing,
dang. And because I remember I wanted to go to that show, but them motherfucking tickets sold out so fast.
Oh, yeah.
You had to have
you
had to have all your credit card information already in, and
when
then
they went online.
Hell yeah! Damn, I wonder if she gonna do that again, man. Is she gonna do the birth? Is she gonna do it?
Yeah. Her birthday party is annual.
Man.
So you got another opportunity.
Yeah, I'm going this time.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be
It's
performing?
passed for this year. You know, yeah.
Cause her birthday.
September, yeah.
No, that was February.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I thought it was the beginning of the year.
Yeah, February.
Oh, okay. So maybe, damn, I gotta wait a whole nother year.
A whole nother year. You know?
Shit.
I was checking my inbox every day for a callback. Oh, this year too? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do it virtually.
I'm back.
Yeah. Shout out to Erykah,
Yeah,
man.
Shout out to
I
the
definitely would love to see you on her stage again, man, performing. You know what I
Me
mean?
and you both.
Yeah, I
Me and
definitely
you both.
want to see that, man.
We actually been talking about doing a record together. She already picked the record she want to be on and everything.
That you already got done?
That I already. So I'm working on my album. Been working on my album, for a while. But of course, she heard some of my getting ready type music, and she was like, "Oh, that's the one right there." Like, that's the one. So I'm hoping it actually comes to fruition. You know what I'm saying? If it don't,
Shit.
I'm blessed just to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
God damn. I think just being Erykah presence would be dope as fuck. You know what I mean? And then get to performing with her.
Yeah. She got me a kiss on my cheek too.
Oh
I
shit.
think it was this.
Hold on, man. Don't get too close to Erykah, man.
it
She
was
gonna change you all up, man.
I'm ready to be different. I'm
Erykah gonna change you.
different, man.
Shout out to Erykah, man.
Yeah.
God damn. And I know you damn, I don't want to go to that yet. Has the music business or the industry, has it been everything you thought it was before you got into it?
So my thing in that thing, my perspective is this: you hear what you hear from the outside of a building, and you feel like, I know what's going on in there, because from the outside, that sound like Andre 3000 playing, like, you know what I'm saying? Then you walk in the building and it's like, oh, that's not Andre 3000. You know what I'm saying? But it was similar,
Yeah.
But that's pretty much what it is for me. I feel like I know people will be shiesty, and some people about the money, and it's politics, and you gotta work hard, and you're not gonna get sleep, and I'm, all of this stuff. I'm thinking that would have a certain dealing I would deal with it a certain way. I thought,
Mm-hmm.
but once I got into it, a lot of that stuff wasn't a bother for me. Like I don't get sleepy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do interviews and travel and all this all the time. I do get sleepy, I'm lying. But but I get sleepy when it's time to be sleepy. If I'm working, I'm working. I'm up. I could be up for 2 days if I have to be.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not so much that it was different than what I thought it would be. It's just that I handled it different than other people may, you know. So especially when it comes to politics and relationships, politics of relationships, because I studied psychology for my electives in high school. Like when people was going to gym and they had basketball 5th period, I had psychology. You know, and I did that from 9th grade. Well, not from 9th grade. I did that from 10th grade to my senior year, and then that was my core study for college, psychology. So I study mental processes, tone, diction, body language, you know, and I apply that to my everyday life, whether that be music, friendship, relationship, just interaction with normal people, whatever. You know, 'cause applying that is more of a benefit to the situation, you know. So, and I just act accordingly, you know. If I feel the wrong body language or the wrong energy coming from somebody, but I have to deal with them, I'm gonna deal with them. I ain't scared of you, you know? But it's like I'm gonna deal with you the way that I need to, you know what I'm saying? And if it's somebody that I just need to cut off, I'm gonna cut them off. If it's somebody I need to bring closer, I'm gonna bring them closer, you know. It's pretty much just that.
I just thought about something. I don't know why. Last week I seen you at this event, and you was telling me, I was like, yo, man, we need to push the Chili and Dabu song. And you was like, man, VH1 took that motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay, that's the one I was saying. I'm going to tell you a little story on that.
Yeah.
So, and this is one of them things that I took in stride like anything else that's happened to me in my life. Chili and Dabu was a big record, major record. The video was a big production. Everything about Chili and Dabu was packaged right in the way that it needed to be. I did that all on my own, off my own know-how, off my own lyricism, whatever. I found that beat myself. I paid for it like I was supposed to. I recorded. I paid the dude who recorded it. Like everything that go in the process of a song that you supposed to do, I did it. So, it come to me releasing the song. I started getting all the acclaim. I started getting all the opportunities and all the such. So I'm really just coasting and applying what I need to these situations. Then I wake up one morning and it's not on Spotify. Well, no. I wake up one morning, it's not on Apple Music. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm thinking that it's just like a little glitch or a problem or something. It'll be redone or re-uploaded or whatever. So about 2 more days passed by, and now it's not on Tidal or whatever another platform was. Spotify was the last one to keep it though. It came out for a couple of platforms. Then I'm just like, damn, what the hell? Then it come when it came out Spotify, I'm like, damn. Then when it came out Spotify, they sent me an email. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? And the email said VH1. I forgot the name of this show. I think it's called Next Up. It's a show called Next Up. On season 2, episode whatever of Next Up, the producers of the show bought the same beat that I bought from the dude. But of course, being that you VH1 and I'm just a nigga from around the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you get all the rights or whatever, and fuck whoever else I done sold it to. Even though I bought rights, even though I bought permissions, even though I did what I was supposed to, that was VH1 to them. So it was like, well, shit, nah, this for VH1. So
I would sue the shit out of VH1.
I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with VH1. You know, if I gotta sue somebody, I gotta sue that producer. You know what I'm saying? But he have the right to also sell the beat to whoever he wants to and share licensing. But he took my licensing too. So like I had to get it removed my music. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my biggest records. So it's like I don't know. I still, and then that was one of the reasons why I fell out with who I was partnering with at the time. Cause this my biggest record. I done flew to all these different states and where all these different people wanted to meet me, from people I never met before, and they moguls and I'm getting all these opportunities, and then the song is taken from me, and they didn't pursue getting it back. It was just like, oh, all right, yeah, so let's do this, da-da-da. I'm like, no, like, get this song back. Like, this is the song, like, that's doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't that I ain't had a record that's big since or nothing. It's just that I really like that song. And that was the song that initially brought it out for me. And to this day, if somebody know me, then they know Chili and Dabu. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody be like, if I ask anybody, well, what's your song that you just really, Chili and Dabu? Chili and Dabu, you know what I'm saying? So if I bump into any major execs or anybody, I'm cool with Jazzy Faye. I met Jazzy Faye off Chili and Dabu. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and it's still on YouTube.
They can't take it off YouTube. Yeah, they can't take it off YouTube.
It's still on YouTube. If y'all haven't seen it, just search Chili and Dabu, or just put asshole and go Chili, and that shit'll pop up. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Yeah, the shit is dope, man.
Yeah, man.
Dang, VH1 should have paid you or something. Somebody somehow.
And that's what I thought too. At least give me a little payoff on it. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah,
they should have came to you because you own it at that point. You own the beat.
But what it is when you buy a beat off YouTube, if you don't give them somewhere between, like, I say about $1,500 to about $5,000 for that beat, they gonna resell it again and again and again, which is perfectly legal, perfectly fine. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Really?
But because it's like shared licensing. I forgot what the actual term for it is. But,
okay.
Shit, once I got mine, like, you know what I'm saying, and this person got his and this person got his, that's cool. But it's the point whenever all us got ours, then VH1 get it, now you done blocked everybody else off. Like, well, nope, this for VH1 now.
Right.
Because that might make his playing field rise a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
But it took a turn for me though.
Yeah. So I would say, I guess, looking at the positives, all those connections and all those people that you came in contact or at least pursuing you still got relationships with them?
Yeah, so off of that record, I met Carl Crawford at 1501. I met Jay Prince. We rap a lot. Like I say, Jazzy Faye, me and him still connected. He be FaceTiming me. My boy out at Bandwidth. I can't think of my dog's name right now. You can't call him Bandwidth. His name, Josh Waters. That ain't who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the actual head of the process. I know his name too. Maybe it's this crown, man. We're gonna blame it on my mind and not my heart, man. Yeah, but yeah, man. I'm still plugged in with a lot of people off of that opportunity.
Well, good, man. Good. Now let me ask you this, because I always ask everybody, as far as that do music that come in here, versus signing with a major or remaining independent. What's your opinion?
So, first of all, the only constant to that question is it depends on your situation. Don't, and just advice for artists, don't never hear somebody that you feel like you admire or may know what they talk about and just take their word for something in music. Like, that might not apply to your situation. So, in my mind, signing a contract with a label could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing, depending, like I say, where you are in your career. If you say, like, who are artists that's kind of popping right now?
Moneybagg Yo.
Like, say, like, if you Moneybagg Yo, I don't know if he signed already or whatever he doing, but if a label come to him and say, hey, we want you to be with us for X amount of dollars, now if they offer him $40 million or something like that, that might make sense. But say they offer him $5 million, Moneybagg Yo probably can make $5 million in a year or two, in a month. I don't know what kind of money he making, but that might not make sense then. You know, why would I sign to your label to make, $5 million, you know what I'm saying, when I can make $5 million myself, free money, without being attached to nobody. And then my $5 million that I make on my own ain't gonna be $5 million. There's gonna be more, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not attached to nobody else I gotta pay.
Mm-hmm.
But say if I'm me, you know what I'm saying, I don't have that type of income coming in off of music. So if I could get somebody to say, yeah, we gonna stick $5 million behind you, I'm gonna take that $5 million. But I might not necessarily let them sign me as an artist. I might let them sign my label. You know what I'm saying? So that way I can still have some free reins to do what I want to do with myself as an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I pretty much want money to come in and fund what I'm doing, not to come in and regulate what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because sometimes somebody can put a contract on you and they put you on the shelf. You know, you got a label. When I signed, that's another thing that got me out of my first contract with who I was fucking with when I first came to Dallas. It was all these, I knew what I wanted as an artist, you know, and there was all these stipulations I had. You can't sign no more artists under management. You can't invest in no more artists under management. You can't be working on no other projects or dividing your attention, because I know whenever you sign somebody and you working on a project, that take your attention, your full attention. So if you dividing it amongst 3-4 other artists and you already got another side hustle and this job and that, I'm not gonna come out as an artist, not the way that I want to be. And if I do, I'm not gonna be as effective as I could have been if you would have been solely focused on me. So over the process, they end up signing like 7 artists. So it's like, man, I'm sitting, dealing with them for like a year or so, but that's dead and gone. Now we out of there. I'm strictly Fame Gang Records.
Yeah.
I'm running things the way that they supposed to be ran. All those opportunities that I initially had when I first dropped Chili and Dabu, I still have. Me and Carl Crawford, when I for New Year's, this past New Year's that just passed, I've been talking to him for about 2 or 3 months now about being the next contract they signed. They pushing they were pushing Meg, and then she ended up switching management between Rock Nation, and then she still signed the 1501 though, I believe. And then you got Erykah Banks that they brought out, and they doing their motherfucking thing with her, making her probably gonna be just as big as Meg was, if not bigger. Then Stunner Bam is who they pushing right now. I don't know if that's their first male artist that they pushing or not, but that's their campaign. And after that campaign is when they gonna sit down with me, which we already sat down and discussed,
what's the game plan.
You know what I'm saying? But after his campaign finished, when we sit down and get official with it, maybe, because I still don't know if that's what I want to do or not, because like I say, I'm a power in my own situation. I have many opportunities, bro, like from city to city, state to state. I don't know, you know who Barry Weiss is?
No.
A mogul in music, interested, I think I forgot. I think it's called Records.
Records.
Well, he I think they were with. I hate to recall things and say them on camera because I don't be wanting to be wrong, but I want to say they were like one of the first ones with Def Jam or RCA. Just one of the first major record labels, one of the initial first major hip-hop labels. He was with them and kind of separated and started Records.
Okay.
But he flew me out to New York, like he wanted to meet me, And all of these people like this are, I don't know if they all are still interested, but I know some are.
At one point
are,
or not, they was interested in.
And some still are because they still contact me. Like I say, I still talk to Jazzy Faye. I still talk with Erykah. I'm still in contact with Bandwidth out in Atlanta. I'm actually going to Atlanta this month on the 23rd, I believe. I'll be out there for about 3-4 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they give you any game as far as like signing deals, like Jazzy Faye and Erykah, or do you talk to them about that? It's just
nah. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Jazzy got more of a personal talk about stuff like that relationship than me and Erykah. Me and Erykah is more like I do more listening when I talk to Erykah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I be just trying not to say the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Got the little butterflies and shit. You know. But me, I don't know if I could just say I done got a lot of game. The most, and that make me feel even better because who I get the game from is whose name I can't fucking remember right now. and he the plug, man. He the plug. Damn, what I was supposed to do? What's his name?
Don't worry, we'll come back to it. It'll come to you. It'll come to you. It'll come to you.
She gonna figure it out.
Okay.
But it's crazy because I know his name, so it's like willpower. I know his name. Like that's why I'm like I don't know why I couldn't think of that. I never could not think of willpower. So
it's not the producer, not Will Packer. Willpower.
Yeah. But he is a producer. He did for
he a music producer, right?
Jay Electronica and Eminem, I believe.
Okay.
He did some stuff for them, yeah.
Okay. Damn.
But yeah, man, big talent, man. Big talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he give me a lot of game, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I seen that was like, I wanted to ask him about this. I seen that you got a snake and you got a cat. Now, how the hell do you have these both in the same place?
So I done had about 5 snakes this year. They dead. All of them dead.
Really?
All of them dead.
God, was it for the snowstorm or
they
what?
They didn't want to live on me, man. I don't know, man. Like I kept trying to get exotic snakes because I ain't just want to have a snake because like, ooh, I like snakes. I wanted something that's like, would you look at that? Like, you know what I'm saying? My snakes was pink. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fucking pink snake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, the longest one that lived. Cause I kept getting them as babies because I wanted them to grow with me so I could feel safe around them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna grow to be full grown now.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get them out the baby stage. That's the hardest part. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get them out the baby stage. But I wanted a snake because I could travel. And snakes can go like a month without eating, and I be gone all the time. So it's like if I don't feed them, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's how I end up getting cats. Because you don't got to necessarily feed cats every day. You can put their food out, and they going to eat when they hungry. You know what I'm saying? And I leave their food out. I cat-proof my house before I leave. Where I stay now, I got 2-bedroom apartment. Close all the bathroom doors, close all the room doors, put all the shit they going to knock over and shit all up somewhere, put their food and their water out, and I'm out the door. You know what I'm saying? I usually come back and some pillows knocked over. That's about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What is it about cats? Because I know black folks, we don't fuck with snakes and we don't fuck with cats. You know what I'm saying? What is it about snakes and cats?
My kinfolk Bobo. RIP to my cousin, my first cousin, man. He died in May 18th of 2004, I believe. And he loved snakes. He had 2 snakes, and they was big snakes. But I felt so comfortable around them because I trusted my cousin so much. He was my favorite cousin. He set the snake on my neck, let me have him on my hand, go outside with him, whatever. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, snakes are cool. They cool. I like how it feel when they like sliding on you and stuff like that. It feel different, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know. I like it though, you know. So I was like, man, let me go and cop me a little snake.
God damn, that shit make me itch just thinking about it.
It's a conversation pit.
Yeah. I know. I seen some. I got a cousin too. Like, I swear this nigga, if he wasn't such gangster, this nigga should be a veterinarian. You know what I'm saying? I promise you. He fuck with alligators.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? He fuck with like all kinds of wild animals that's probably not even legal. If the police catch that nigga, he probably going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fuck with them piranhas, turtles. Like, this nigga got all kinds of animals. And ever since we was kids, that's all he do. Right now he got he breeding puppies and shit. Like, this nigga got all kinds of animals. Yeah, man. It's like, you need to just be a veterinarian. But he was like, why be a veterinarian when I could sell, you know what I'm saying? When I could just mate them and sell them and it's more money in the selling the animals than just being a veterinarian working on them. I'm like, okay.
I mean, but then you got to keep them too. If you got to sell them, you know, you got to take care of them and feed them, and that costs too.
Yeah, I think he loved that though. I think he loved the taking care of them part, but the money part of it too. You know what I'm saying? Like he been fucking with dogs for a long time. Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't like the smell of dogs that long. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I just can't fuck with it. But he loves just outrageous animals. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta have me a house before I get my next dog.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't trying to go outside walking no damn dog 2-3 times a day. Like, nah, you better go in the backyard.
What kind of
shit in
dog
the
would you
grass.
get?
So I want 2 dogs. I want a dog that I feel comfortable with doing stuff in the house, like a little dog. And then of course I want my big dog, but I don't know if I want. But when I want my big dog first, of course, I want either a pit bull or a boxer. But the only reason I don't just really want a boxer because they play too damn much. Like every boxer I done ever met got too much energy.
Yeah.
And they say that about boxers already. And then when I'm seeing them reinforce it, when I say, I'm like, damn, I don't know if that's a good idea, man. Like, then one of these dudes in my building in the last apartments I lived in, I watched him the day he came home with his damn boxer. And then I watched him a week later, and that bitch was like this big.
God.
I was like, God damn, why that dog grow so fast, man? And that's what started making me like, yeah, I can't have no big ass dog in no apartment, man. I got space in my apartment. It's sizable. But nah, I don't want no big ass dog in no apartment, man.
Yeah, man. God damn. Oh shit. Man, real quick so we pay proper respects, man. Talk about who Chucky Trill was to you, man, for people who don't know.
So Chucky Trill, again, staple to Texas. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. He had a big record with J-Dog. He had big records on his Lonely. You know what I'm saying? Not with no features, just him doing his thing. You know, so that's mostly what I respected about Chuck. He was somebody who got out there and worked the way I did, if not harder. You know, everybody knew his name and respected him for his craft. He was a good dude, ready to help you in music. You know, of course, he ain't never charged me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? We shot out, the 2 features we did, you know, it was based off of love. You know, when I came to Houston, 3 times out of 4, I'm gonna hit Chuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you doing tonight, bro? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see what Chuck got going on. Then that's the top tier of my list before I start seeing what everybody else doing.
Yeah.
But not even because of this, that, or the other. Most so just because of how solid he was. He was a good dude, and he was always gonna be actively working. I'm a workaholic when it come to music, bro. So when I come in the city and I don't got nothing on my schedule, or even if I do got something on the schedule, but I just got a free slot, so I'm gonna see what Chuck at, or what he got planned, what he know about. You know, I'm just gonna, you know, tap in with Chuck. And it hurt me because he had just hit me right before that happened. Was like, man, you want me to come out there to Dallas? But that was his first time saying like, oh, I'm gonna come to Dallas. But so I'm like, oh yeah, you gonna come really fuck around. We finna turn up. Like, we be fuck around in Houston turning up, but shit, you coming on my side now, so you know, da. And you know what I'm saying? The last time I actually seen Chuck was at 1501. Stunner Bam had a release party for his project. And that's the last time I actually seen Chuck. I'm glad we got to take a picture together to have us a lasting memory. And yeah, man, Chuck was just a real good, solid dude, man. Like we did, you know, music together, but outside of that, we talked on a personal level. You know, we was actually friends with each other. You know?
Yeah.
I went and got Trill tatted on my back when he passed. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like, especially being in the light that I'm in now, we were pretty similar to each other as far as where we are at in each other's careers. He got major features. He's traveling. He's getting consistent features from local artists, building relationships, doing shows, and I feel like that's where I am. And somebody killed him. So It's like, for that to be so close to where I am, what I'm doing, and who I'm with, that could have been me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So outside of him being my friend and me having respect for him, is also kind of like a reality check. You know, just like, dang, man, and then it's so much more because Chuck didn't deserve it. You know, Chuck, he wasn't even in his own city. You know what I'm saying? He was out in Atlanta when that happened.
He got killed in Atlanta?
In Atlanta for an All-Star weekend.
Damn.
Yeah. And, I mean, I don't know what parts of what stories are true, but from what I understand, it was a moment where he said, man, something don't feel right or, you know, something like that, and they left, you know, and, of course, you know, later on that night, then the tragedy happened, you know.
Damn.
So it's like, man, that could have been me, man. Like, that could have been me. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I just couldn't, being that I just dropped this project April 4th, I put $12,000 to $15,000 into that project over the past year. So when it came for All-Star Weekend, I couldn't afford to go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ended up staying, you know, back or whatever. I wasn't even preparing for it, trying or nothing. But what if I had been in Atlanta? You know who I would have been with?
Yeah.
I would have been with Chuck. Like, but and then hopefully, if I was, maybe things would have went differently or something. You know what I'm saying? But you never know.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. God bless the dead, man. Shout out to
shit.
Chucky Trill, man.
Shit, man.
Damn. All right. What else you got going on, man? What else is coming up next? What could people expect? I know you pushing the From the Bottom song. What else you got going on, man?
The Bottom is out right now. The video is already out. Been out and circulating for about 2 months or so. Our next project, we trying to shoot a video to another record off of that project called Tiffany Had. I mean, not Tiffany Haddish. It's called.
I was gonna say Tiffany.
Is it called? It is called Tiffany Haddish. Yeah, it's called Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Tiff.
It is. It's called Tiffany Haddish. And also another record called Bullion. So the Bullion record features T Flu again, who was on the bottom with me and Chuck. And shout out T Flu, by the way. He the dude that sing that's my brother. That's my woe. You can get. You ever heard that?
I haven't
That's
heard
my
that.
woe. That's a big record, man. It's a big record.
I've heard.
But he do that song, so that's you know his lane of I think that was one of his biggest songs. So I don't want to just say it's his biggest song because I'm not sure, but I know that's one of his biggest songs. But yeah, and then we have Jeff Shelley on that record as well. Me, T Flu, and Jeff Shelley. Jeff Shelley is a comedian out of Houston, but he already done blew. Like he got verified, and you know what I'm saying. But he have a a character that he go into as a comedian that's a rapper, and the rapper is named Counterfeit. And his thing is being fake, but real fake. Like, you know what I'm saying? This a fake chain. Yeah, this a fake watch. Yeah, I only got $2. Like, that's what he rap about. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know if it's real or not, cause he.
Yeah.
But that's his MO on it. You know what I'm saying? It's real entertaining, man. That record. So we getting ready to shoot a video with, on Tiffany Haddish and Bullion. It's gonna be our next visuals, man. But we working with BC right now. You know, I'm pushing the Bottom.
Okay.
We've been getting that played in all kinds of clubs and bars and such. You know, for the past couple of weeks. And shout out to BC and Southern Fried Marketing, man.
Yes, sir.
My man's be doing this thing,
Yes,
man. He
sir.
moving his feet and his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he doing it, man.
Yeah, 'cause that's how I got introduced to you from BC.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Moving his feet and his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he put me on the song, We Came From the Bottom. I was like, okay, this
Yeah.
shit jam. Yeah.
And believe it or not, though, that's the record that 5 out of 7 of the DJs said
Didn't
they
like?
didn't like.
What?
Yeah.
Did they give a reason why? Or they just say,
They
just
from
ain't
other
feeling it?
parts of the map. That's all that was. You know, they was up from up north more so. But I ain't even gonna say that because 2 of the people who tuned, where's DMV at?
That's
that up north?
DC, Maryland. That's like East.
That ain't north though. Okay.
Yeah, it's like middle, but it's like more on the East Coast.
Cause I had one from the DMV that didn't like it, but I had one from the DMV who not only liked it but loved it. Like he was ecstatic about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know. And I don't know where the other cat was.
I guess that DMV, that's kind of, because that's like, I know Virginia's, is Virginia considered like the South? Virginia, no? DC, Maryland, that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When it comes to the map and looking at the map, I know we're about 5 states on this part on this coast. I know about 5 states on this coast, and then I know where we at right here on the bottom. Now I know the states, but where they at, I have no idea.
Yeah, because I always thought about like from Texas to, I don't even consider North Carolina the South, but like from Texas all the way over Tennessee, probably up to like North Carolina, all that's the South, all down from the South.
Shout out to Carolinas, by the way, man. For whatever reason, the Carolinas fuck with me.
Really?
Yeah, man. Especially in North Carolina. You know, when I look at my statistics and shit like that. Yeah, man.
Carolina fuck with you?
And shout out my dog P. Frank, man. Yeah.
Who's P. Frank?
Artist out of North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Big.
Really?
Big.
Okay.
Gonna be bigger.
Yeah, P. Frank.
P. Frank doing this thing, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. God damn. Yo, man, it's been dope tapping in with you, man. Like I can't wait to see what happens from here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be tuned in. And let me ask you this: do you ever get compared to like Trinidad James or something?
I hate it, bro.
Do you?
I hate that so much because Trinidad James wish he could be as talented as I was. Like, he wish. And then the thing is, this hair shit, like, he done grew his hair out, but from the length of what his hair looked like, it looked like his hair was growing before mine. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I just hate that he grew his hair out. Now it's just like, oh, yeah, you kind of like Trinidad James. But I hate when people try to compare me to Trinidad James just because they know he got that all gold song and he a rapper. Like, oh, so now you Trinidad James. No, that don't make me Trinidad James. Like, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? He can't even make a song half as good as the type of music I'm releasing. You know what I'm saying? Not that he can't rap or ain't no respect to what he's done or did, you know, but he ain't this.
I really only know one song that Trinidad James did.
Everybody only know one song Trinidad James did.
I really only know one song, and that was Gold All in My Rocks or whatever. That's the only song I know.
And then I remember the one he did a remix to something where somebody was cheating. What? And he went viral for like people talking about his verse. That was just like, why did they put Trinidad James on there?
I don't even remember that.
Like, man, ain't nobody ever. I never go viral for somebody to talk about my verse.
How bad it was?
Like, never. I never spit no whack shit out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I might have a song that you not fond of, like, y'all, that wasn't my favorite, but you'll never be like, what was he talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, never.
Yeah,
never happened.
Yeah.
Never, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I have a merch line that I just released. Well, it's not officially released. It's in the process of being released. But I actually started it in 2009. And as I got off more into music, I started focusing more on music. But now I'm bringing it back, you know.
What's the name of it?
RMIR. It's pronounced Ramir. But it's spelled RMIR.
Okay. And where people can get it?
Shit, direct. You know, contact me on any social media platform or anybody that you know associated with me, and we'll make sure we'll get.
Is that the one that Erykah reached out to you about?
Well, she ain't reached out to me about it. We was just talking, and I was just like, "Hey, I want to send you some of my merch."
Oh, you know? Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna shoot her some because I know as soon as she put whatever I sent her on, man, you know that might put a little sting behind it. You know what I'm saying? So I really just want to send it to her for her to have it though, because when I did her show, she gave me like a whole little kill bag, like of all kind of shit.
Really?
You know, yeah. And I try to brand myself in every situation, right? So as she was branding herself by giving me that merch, I took her merch and divided it amongst people that I knew. You know what I'm saying? I gave it to a couple of people. So they got their story to tell, like, oh, I got some Erykah Badu, like, da-da-da-da-da, these earrings, this, and the other. So, you know what I'm saying?
Did she give you that pussy incense?
Nah, it was not yet. It was not yet.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They went live with that maybe like, no, it was.
It sold out.
It sold out. Yeah, it had sold out. Remember, it sold out instantly in like some seconds, I want to say.
Yeah.
Panties.
She got panties too?
No, that was the incense. Like,
So
she did the incense.
I guess she wore the panties, took the panties off, burned them, turned them into ashes, and used the ashes sprinkled into the aromas and stuff for the incense.
What?
Yeah, from what I understand, that's what somebody told me.
So she wore some panties, took them off, burned them, put the ashes in the candle wax or
in the
the incense. God, how many of these did she make? How many of these incense?
I'm looking it up now.
Golly.
The P word.
God damn. I wonder how long did she wear the panties? How long? How long was they on?
It don't even matter. It don't even matter. She had them on, man.
God dang.
Yeah, Badu pussy.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. So what is your line? What does your line consist of? Is it shirts, hats, what?
So I got I tried to do a little bit of everything, you know, and I wanted to make sure. I feel like when artists come out with merch, or not even just artists, just people who have these new age ideas, just like, let me get into the field of such and such. And they just jump in with all this regular mundane ass type stuff, and then they expect for their business to grow. So in my situation, I made designs that I felt like people would really want to wear on a daily basis, like as real designer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I made I have ski masks, I have shirts, and I have shorts. You know what I'm saying? So the shirts, highest quality shirts I could possibly find. Like double stitching, silky, like just real nice fitted t-shirts. The shorts, real nice high thread count on the stitching. You know what I'm saying? The ski masks, they just like regular ski masks, but I dressed them up, super dressed them up. You know, so everything got a look and an image to it. Everything look good. Everything you gonna feel good in it. You know, it's real dope, man. I actually had on one of the masks earlier today before I came to the interview, and I had to convince myself not to wear the mask to the interview. I was like, man, you don't need to be sitting in no interview with no damn ski mask on, man. Like, I was like, well, no, it's marketing, you know, promo, you know. But I was gonna be hot.
So with the summer coming, man, I want to grab some shorts from you, man.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, I want to grab some shorts from you. Hell yeah. Are they like little shorts? Are they?
They are. They are not little shorts, like, but they are the shorts that are.
I could go to the pool and okay.
They made to look cool, not more to clothe you. Like, you know, it's a designer look.
Okay.
More, like how the shorts they wearing, they would fit like how a basketball player shorts would look.
Oh, okay.
On them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can fuck with them then.
But they cotton, they not like knit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with them, man. Most definitely. I'm gonna definitely get something from you, man.
Man, appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
man,
sir.
how can people get a hold of you, man? Leave all your social media info.
So what I suggest people do to get a hold of me is Google me, Asshole and Gold, because I got different names on different platforms. It could get confusing sometimes, but my main platform that I operate off of is Instagram. So on Instagram, I'm AING_of_FANGGANG. That's Ang of Fang Gang.
Okay. Yes, sir. Man, y'all make sure y'all tap in the Asshole and Gold, man.
Please do.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all
Lord.
fuck with his music, stream all his music. When he officially come out with the merch, make sure y'all grab the merch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we got you early. You know what I'm saying? Right before your blow up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right
So
on.
yeah. Yo, man. Thank you again, man, for tapping in with us, man.
I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
For sure, man. For sure.
Lovely atmosphere, man.
Absolutely, man. Thank you, man. Yo, man, this has been the Tap In Podcast, man. Y'all don't forget, the getting is in the giving, man. This has been the Tap In Podcast. Holla.
Yeah.